I, Felix Morka, did not threaten P2B. Nothing I said in that interview begins to even suggest remotely that, P2B, I was asking anything other than saying to the man who was asking me a question, he said, you guys are calling him prophet of doom or, voodoo economist. And I said, well, you know what, if that is what it's called, he has, he deserves it because he's crossed the line of truth.
I know Mr. B likes to quote figures from Bangladesh, from India, from China.
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, we dive into the heated drama surrounding APC's Felix Morka, Peter Obi, and some shocking allegations. Trust me, you will want to stay till the end to see how this unfolds. So, Felix Morka, the APC spokesperson, has made some jaw-dropping claims. He is saying he didn't threaten Peter Obi, but instead, he is the one facing threats. According to him, ever since his comment about Peter Obi crossing the line, he has been flooded with over 400 threats, 200 of which he says are death threats. Morka insists he has been harassed by Peter Obi's supporters, the OBIdients. He even describes some of the threats as chilling, things like threat to remove his head or end him. Felix says his phone hasn't stopped ringing and he is planning to hand over all the messages to law enforcement. But here is the twist. Morka claims his controversial comments were just reaction to Peter Obi's statements and not meant as a threat. Let me remind you, though his exact words were that Peter Obi has crossed the line and should manage whatever is coming to him. Sounds pretty intense, right? But that's not all. While Felix was busy defending himself, Abati went off on a completely different tangent, accusing Peter Obi of quoting fake statistics from countries like Bangladesh and China. And guys, this absolutely set Aisha off. Her fiery response is one you don't want to miss. Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I am talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
I just watched the interview of Felix Morka coming out to say that he didn't threaten Peter Obi and that it was he just made a statement. He was reacting to Kiniko, and that it was Peter Obi's people that now they're even threatening him. They are doing this, they are doing that. But anyway, let me not bore you too much. Just watch the video.
I, Felix Morka, did not threaten P2B. Nothing I said in that interview begins to even suggest remotely that, P2B, I was asking anything other than saying to the man who was asking me a question, he said, you guys are calling him prophet of doom or, voodoo economist. And I said, well, you know what, if that is what it's called, he has, he deserves it because he's crossed the line of truth. Now, I don't know by what medium or by what, effort do you then transmogrify that conversation into a threat to Obi's life and the life of his family or those around him. That is libel in the extreme.
I know Mr. B likes to quote figures from Bangladesh, from India, from China, but that's not what we're talking about. Let's move to the second leg of it. Has anybody threatened you? Because your own party is saying you have been threatened. And who are those people who have threatened you? How?
Actually,
because you are alleging.
Absolutely.
You should also prove.
As it turns out, Peter Obi's allegation that the words I spoke in that interview threatened his life. Now, immediately, as I speak, I have documented no less than 400 threats, about over 200 of which are death threats. I'm not talking about people these are written texts that I have carefully documented and which, I'm providing to the law enforcement agencies, or people really telling me graphically describing how they intend to take me out, to shoot me, behead me in graphic language. You see, this is not a joke. And it's gone further to some members of my family who have also been, threatened directly I'm not speaking about just, suggesting in graphic, language. You see, but, I'm not concerned about that because, what has triggered this entire insanity cannot be attributed to me. I did not threaten Peter Obi. And so anybody who is threatening me, that is their decision to do so. But, I hope that our law enforcement system will respond as effectively as possible to also, bring those individuals to justice.
So I watched that video, and the first thing that came to my mind was that what was the relationship between the fact that Peter Obi likes to use figures from Bangladesh and every other place to the conversation that was being had? I need to understand what was it that Abati was driving at. Or is it okay that the fact that Peter Obi uses Bangladesh and all of that, was that a reason why it was okay for Felix Morka to have said what he said, or the threat that came to him? And the gleeful way and how gleefully you could see Abati trying to what about you? Have you gotten threats? I said, forget about that one. Let's talk about you. There's something. I said there's a background info. It wasn't as if someone is asking a question. I might be wrong, but this is what I feel from watching that clip. My reaction to that clip. It's almost as if they have had a conversation, a pre-conversation, like, okay, let's just talk about that once more. Then we'll bring in the fact that people are threatening you or something. You could see, forget that one. What about you? What threat have you received? And then, really? Abati will always be Abati. Right from there. Even sometimes people say, we didn't know. Like, people didn't know him during the time of Jonathan. Hey! Abati and Doyogupe. Anyway, let me come back to the meaning of the video, right? So he's not saying that, oh, he did not threaten Peter Obi, he did not do this, he did that. If he has gotten threats, by all means, he should go to the law enforcement agents and report those threats, to his life. But that doesn't take away the fact that he threatened somebody else by telling him that he has crossed the line several times, and that whatever it is that comes to him, he has it coming to him. What do they think that? What does he think that is? Oh, it's a joke. Oh, he was just joking. And the other people that also wrote down what they will also tell him that they too were also just joking. Since joking is the thing that we just see that we should just be making as jokes and all of that. But it's really crazy. Or probably he didn't understand. When they say if the messenger, they always say, my people have a saying that if you are a messenger, they say send you a slave. You don't have to deliver it as a slave. So probably he had come out, either he was sent to test the waters, or it slipped out of his mouth in the moment that he was angry, he's infuriated, as in, how dare Mr. Peter Obi to think that he can come and do whatever and be there and be opposite them. How dare anybody? They are the ones who own Nigeria, and they can do anything and be anything and behave anyhow. That's the mindset, that they have. But unfortunately for them, that's not the way it goes. No, it doesn't go that way, and it's not going to go the way that they think they would want it to go. One of the things that I'm going to end this video by allowing you to watch, the video where Felix Morka actually said what he did, and you judge by yourself whether indeed he was threatening or not threatening. Forget what that one that he's saying. He go explain tire. You just watch.
No. He is the one that's throwing that. Mr. Obi is shooting from the hip. He's not looking. He's not taking an aim. He just, shoots widely, like, what we used to see in movies back in the day, in the Wild Wild West. He is not being rational. He's absolutely irrational in his thinking and in his public commentary for a man who was governor for 8 years, who left nothing to remember in Anambra State by way of a legacy or transformation. But all of a sudden, he served as governor 8 years. He didn't have the wisdom or the smarts to change Anambra State, to make Anambra the beacon, that example of governance in the country. But then, he runs for president, in 2023, and then now he didn't win. He's sulking rather than actually get a perspective and figure out what he did to lose, so he can do better in the future. He would think that he can bring down the government by simply, being maliciously deceptive. That is wrong. I'm not somebody to, to go on that offensive in that manner. But Mr. Obi has crossed the line so many times, and I think that at this point, he has coming to him whatever he gets, he needs to manage it.